Now a view of the crew inside the MS-24. At the top of your screen, Nikolai Chub, board engineer number 1. There's Oleg Kononenko at the bottom of your screen, about to embark on the 5th flight of his career. The countdown has gone by the book. The vehicle was fueled several hours ago. The crew boarded the vehicle at the T-minus 2 hour 45 minute mark, and now is poised to lift off just 5 minutes from now.
Ground telemetry active.
Strip chart recorders and ground telemetry now activated.
Nitrogen purge.
The fuel lines and other elements of the rocket engines now being purged with nitrogen to fireproof them by removing vapors of fuel and oxidizer. Inside 4 minutes until liftoff. We're about a minute or so away from the pressurization of the fuel and oxidizer tanks to optimize fuel flow and provide additional structural rigidity to the launch vehicle out on Pad 6, Site 31 at the Baikonur Cosmodrome. We have now hit the T-minus 3.5 minute mark until launch. T-minus 3 minutes and counting. All systems are go. The range is clear at Baikonur. The key to drainage has been conducted. This key to drainage enables the valves through which evaporated oxygen escapes from the fuel tanks into the atmosphere are closed, beginning basically a drain back of fuel back into the tanks, and the valves providing liquid oxygen to replenish any lost by a boil off in the final minutes of the countdown.
Tank repress in progress.
Tank pressurization underway.
Есть надув общий, 30-й. Есть надув общий, 70-й. Есть сброс ШАО, системы измерения, 70-й. Доклады руководителя...
T-minus 2 minutes and counting. The ground propellant feed now has been terminated to the vehicle. The Soyuz on internal power. Coming up on T-minus 1 minute. The first umbilical tower again will retract at the T-minus 35 second mark.
Minute.
Земля, борт.
Vehicle on internal power. Copy.
Есть переход блока И на бортовое питание. Есть отрыв разъема вшего блока И.
There goes the first umbilical retraction. The second umbilical will retract in just a few seconds to initiate engine start sequence.
Доклады руководителя вот принял. Первый.
T-minus 20 seconds.
Пуск. Пуск.
Пуск.
Зажигание.
Зажигание.
We have engine sequence start.
For
We have engine ignition.
Second tower separation.
3, 2, 1,
Pumps at flight speed.
and liftoff. O'Hara, Kononenko and Chub begin a short duration journey for a long duration mission on the International Space Station.
Параметры системы управления ракетой-носителя в норме.
All vehicle parameters are normal.
Первой и второй ступени работают нормально.
23 seconds into the flight. Good roll, pitch, and yaw program.
30.
Engine performance on the first stage nominal.
Ракеты-носителя в норме.
L plus 30 seconds. Flight is nominal.
40 seconds into the
Crew is
flight.
feeling well. Vehicle is nominal.
Structural parameters are normal. Engine parameters reported from the blockhouse in Baikonur all to be within limits and normal.
50. Давление в камерах двигателей в норме.
L
1 minute,
plus
5
60
seconds into the flight.
Roll pitch yaw nominal.
All the vehicle parameters are normal. Good reports coming in from the blockhouse in Baikonur. The vehicle arcing out to the northeast from the Baikonur Cosmodrome.
80. Параметры системы управления ракеты-носителя в норме.
90 seconds into the flight.
90. Двигатели первой и второй ступени работают нормально.
L plus 90 seconds.
Good
First
engine
stage
performance
engines
being
working
reported.
nominal.
100.
18468.
Ракеты-носители в норме.
C off nominal pressure in KZO 1500. Copy.
110. Тангаж, рыскание вращения в норме.
Coming up on first stage shutdown. And we have first stage separation.
Dash jettison confirmed.
120. Есть выключение двигателей боковых блоков.
Launch tower
Есть
jettison
выделение
reported.
боковых блоков.
Everything in good shape.
First stage
2
separation
minutes,
confirmed.
12 seconds into the flight.
Copy.
Стабилизация изделия устойчивая.
KZO is back to nominal 980. Copy.
The vehicle now operating on its
Параметры
second stage
конструкции
engines.
ракеты-носителя в норме.
All parameters are normal. Good structural performance by the vehicle.
Двигатель второй ступени работает нормально.
Launch shroud jettison now reported. And this view now from a camera on the upper stage of the Soyuz 2.1A
Copy.
booster.
We confirm jettison of the nose steering.
2 minutes, 50 seconds into the flight.
Параметры
A little over 6 minutes of powered flight remaining.
Launch vehicle is nominal. Copy.
Стабилизация
Soyuz is nominal. Crew is feeling well.
Kononenko reports the crew is feeling well. 3 minutes, 15 seconds into the flight. Perfect engine performance reported. Good structural parameters on the vehicle.
Двигатель второй ступени работает
200
нормально.
секунд, двигатель второй ступени работает.
L plus 200 seconds. Second stage engine operating nominally.
The second stage engine is functioning by the book.
Система управления ракетой-носителем
The
в
Soyuz
норме.
heading for its precise keyhole in space.
220. Полет нормальный. Время КП 20 часов 44 минуты.
Flight is
35
normal.
секунд, 417 миллисекунд. 230. Стабилизация изделия устойчивая.
Now 4 minutes into the flight, everything going perfectly.
240. Двигатель второй ступени работает
O'Hara,
нормально.
Kononenko and Chub heading for their preliminary orbit and the chase to track down and dock to the International Space Station.
L plus 250 seconds.
4 minutes, 20 seconds
Pitch,
into
yaw,
the
and
flight.
roll are nominal.
Roll, pitch, all normal. Engine performance is normal as well.
L plus 270 seconds. Standing by for GK2 command. Copy.
Coming up on second stage shutdown. And we have second stage shutdown.
Есть отделение второй ступени.
Second stage separation confirmed. Copy. GK2
Second stage
command
separation
has been
confirmed.
executed. Copy.
That's the skirt for the third stage you saw being jettisoned. 5 minutes, 15 seconds into the flight. About 3.5 minutes of powered flight remaining. The Soyuz now being propelled on the
L plus 3
power of its
120
third stage
seconds.
engine.
Launch vehicle is nominal. Copy. Soyuz is nominal. Crew is feeling well. Copy.
Kononenko continuing to report that the crew is feeling well. Everything normal on board. 5 minutes, 45 seconds into the flight. Good third stage performance.
350 секунд.
L plus 350 seconds. Flight is nominal. Copy.
We've just passed the 6-minute mark into the flight. Good reports continuing to come in. Control of the Soyuz spacecraft after it separates from the third stage will transfer to the Russian Mission Control Center outside of Moscow. 6 minutes, 25 seconds into the flight.
Третьей ступени работает нормально.
Stage 3 engine operating nominally. Copy.
секунд стабилизации.
6 minutes, 45 seconds into the flight. 2 minutes of powered flight
Vehicle
remaining.
stabilization is steady. Copy.
Good, stable structural performance by the vehicle.
секунд.
L plus 430 seconds.
Ступени работает нормально.
Stage 3 engine operating nominally.
7 minutes,
Copy.
20 seconds into the flight. Nothing but good reports coming in. We're about a minute and a half away from third stage shutdown and spacecraft separation.
L plus 460 seconds. Launch vehicle structural parameters are nominal.
7 minutes,
Copy.
55 seconds into the flight. Everything is going perfectly so far. Less than a minute to go before third stage shutdown and spacecraft separation.
L plus 490 seconds. Stabilization is steady.
8 minutes, 20 seconds into the flight. About 30 seconds of powered flight remaining.
L plus 500 seconds. Flight is nominal.
Right after third stage shutdown and spacecraft separation, we'll be standing by for the deployment of the solar arrays and navigational antennas on the Soyuz.
L plus 520 seconds.
Standing by now for third stage shutdown.
Standing by for GK3.
530.
530
And we
seconds.
have third stage shutdown and third stage
Third
separation.
Stage engine cutoff confirmed.
Есть контакт отделения.
Separation confirmed. Antares, we're handing you over to MCC Moscow.
And the program has been activated, and the solar arrays and navigational antennas are now confirmed to have been deployed. Perfect ride to orbit for Loral O'Hara, Oleg, Kononenko, and Nikolai Chub.
Antares, Moscow.
The Soyuz being inserted into a perfect preliminary orbit as it begins its chase to catch up to and dock to the International Space Station later this afternoon. At the time of third stage shutdown, the Soyuz trailed the station by about 1,145 statute miles.
Ascent. Execute per page 35. Copy. RTU closed, SP1 and 2 are open, checking ST. Copy. Start AKG compartment check algorithm. Copy. Ready to start. Compartment check algorithm started. Copy. Copy per page 36.
Aboard the Soyuz MS-24, which carries the call sign of Antares, Oleg Kononenko, Nikolai Chub, and Loral O'Hara are beginning systems checks as they prepare for the first of their rendezvous burns, the DV-1 or Delta Velocity 1 burn that is scheduled
Moscow.
about 28 minutes from now.
Measurement 1 at 1855. Pressure in SA 806. Pressure in orbital module 721. Instrumentation compartment 885. Copy. Next measurement in 5 minutes. Copy. OSK started course 2.
This view now from the control panel inside the Soyuz MS-24. Oleg Kononenko reporting that the crew is feeling great following its on-time launch and its uneventful ascent into its preliminary orbit.
Long test started. Copy. Moscow, I am ready to report per page 37 for screen 03, parameters to port 17, 17.1, 18, 16.8, 19, 267, 20, 1.4, 21, 1.4, 22, 331, 23, 336, 24, 17.8, 25, 17.5, 26, 271. Propellant.
The crew on board the Soyuz spacecraft providing systems parameters and systems information to the Russian flight controllers that you see there in this balcony view center in the town of Korolyov outside of Moscow. Over the course of the next hour or so, the crew will be testing its core's automated rendezvous system. That's the system that will automatically guide the Soyuz through all of the docking parameters and providing the range between itself and the International Space Station and the rate of closure.
Everything is going well. All systems have deployed per the book. No reports on any deviations, so things are going well, and I wish you all the best. Thank you, Vladimir Alexeyevich.
Once again, the Soyuz lifted off on time after a flawless countdown at 10:44 and 35 seconds a.m. Central Time, 11:44 a.m. Eastern Time, 8:44 p.m. at the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. All of the ascent events ticked off in perfect shape through the activation of all of the engines. All three stages of the Soyuz performed as advertised, depositing the Soyuz into a perfect preliminary orbit, from which now they will begin the short two-orbit, 3-hour rendezvous to reach the International Space Station and a docking with the Rassvet module of the complex at 1:56 p.m. Central Time this afternoon.
There's no com. MCC Moscow ISS on Taurus 2. Go ahead. Pressure in the S805 Delta -1 BO. Pressure 821 Delta is -1. Pressure in the assembly compartment 8. 104 Delta -1. We are on stage 4. I cannot currently monitor the attitude. Copy. Antares. We have some information for you. The propellant parameter is not, it says 216 and it's not accurate. We have 816. We confirm it is not quite accurate. Okay, copy.
This is Mission Control Houston. As the Soyuz MS-24 crew, led by Soyuz Commander Oleg Kononenko, who now is in his 5th flight into space, along with his first-time flyer crewmates Nikolai Chub of Roscosmos and NASA's Loral O'Hara, as they continue to check out spacecraft systems in the early minutes of their ride into space, having launched just about 17 minutes ago from the Baikonur Cosmodrome. The Soyuz spacecraft is in excellent shape, all of its solar arrays and navigational antennas having been deployed as planned right after third stage shutdown and spacecraft separation. So with that, the beginning of automated rendezvous operations will begin in about 30 minutes or so, a series of rendezvous burns that will carry the Soyuz over the next 2 orbits into the neighborhood of the International Space Station, where it will close the gap slowly but surely, do a fly around of the station to align